In 2019, a repair technician in Hamburg posted a single photo to a vintage audio forum. It showed the inside of a pair of headphones that had arrived for service. The driver had delaminated. The voice coil had separated from the former. The foam surround had turned to powder. The headphones were 4 years old. They weren't cheap. They weren't a no-name brand. They were from a company that runs full-page magazine ads and sponsors major music festivals. And the technician's verdict, posted underneath the photo in plain German, translated to something close to, "I am sending these back. There is nothing here worth saving." Today, we are counting down 5 headphone brands that the people who actually fix audio equipment, the bench technicians, the vintage specialists, the repair pros who have cracked open thousands of pairs, quietly refuse to buy for themselves. If you love this stuff, tap the like button and hit subscribe. Number 5. Skullcandy. Skullcandy is not trying to fool anyone, and that is almost the problem. The brand launched in 2003 as a lifestyle product. The target was snowboarders and festival goers who wanted something that looked good in a photo. That is a legitimate market. The issue is that they never really moved beyond it. Walk into a repair shop with a broken pair of Skullcandies and watch the technician's face. They will tell you the same thing every time. The drivers are non-standard sizes. The cables are glued rather than soldered at the jack, and the plastic housings are designed to look like rubber without actually having any of rubber's durability. They crack, they creak, they stress fracture at exactly the point where you flex them every single time you fold them for your bag. The honest knock is this. Skullcandy has actually improved their build quality on some higher-end models in recent years. There are pairs in the $100 plus range that are less embarrassing than what came before. But the brand's entire identity is built on replaceable product. They do not want you repairing these. They want you buying new ones in 18 months. And the construction reflects that philosophy at every price point. If you are shopping in this price range, spend the same money on a used pair of Sennheiser HD 280s or a set of Audio-Technica ATH M40 XS. You will get something a technician will actually fix when it breaks, because it has standard parts, soldered connections, and drivers that cost $4 to replace. The Skullcandies will cost more to repair than they are worth, which is exactly how they were designed. Number 4. Beats by Dre. This one is going to upset people, and I understand that. Beats sounds fine. Some of their newer stuff sounds genuinely decent. That is not the argument. The argument is what happens when something goes wrong. Beats headphones use a proprietary connector system, proprietary driver units, and a software layer that is tied to the Apple ecosystem in ways that make third-party repair a moving target. Replace the headband? You need to source from Beats. Replace the ear cups? Same thing. Replace the main circuit board, the one that controls noise cancellation, volume, and Bluetooth, and you are now deep in Apple repair territory, with Apple prices and Apple's interest in having you buy new rather than fix old. The repair community has a phrase for products like this: engineered obsolescence with brand positioning on top. The Beats W1 and H1 chips are legitimately good. The active noise cancellation on the Studio Pro is legitimately good. But every single one of these positives is wrapped in a shell that makes independent repair more difficult and more expensive than the headphones justify. Here is the number that should settle it. A genuine Beats Studio replacement ear cup set from Apple runs between $40 and $60 per side. A pair of Sennheiser HD 560S, which sounds better by most measures and will outlive the Beats by a decade, costs less than the cost of replacing both ear cups on the Beats it replaced. If the Apple ecosystem lock-in is not a problem for you and you never intend to keep them past warranty, Beats is a reasonable product. But technicians do not buy things they cannot fix. And Beats, deliberately, is not easy to fix. Number 3. Bose. Before the comment section detonates, Bose makes genuinely impressive products. The noise cancellation on the Quiet Comfort line is still best in class by most measurements. The acoustic engineering behind it is real. None of that is the issue. The issue is Bose's relationship with the repair community, which can be summarized as, "We would prefer you didn't." Bose does not publish service documentation. Bose does not sell parts to independent technicians. Bose's warranty process actively directs customers toward replacement rather than repair. And when a Quiet Comfort headband snaps, which it will, because the internal frame is a long, thin piece of brittle plastic under constant flex stress, Bose's official position is essentially, "Here is a discount on a new pair." The technician community has reverse-engineered most of the common Bose failures anyway. Headband replacements, ear cup rebuilds, driver swaps, you can do all of it if you know what you are doing. But you are doing it without Bose's help, without Bose's parts, and often with 3D printed components sourced from forum threads, because Bose would rather those headphones end up in a landfill than in a repair shop. This is not unique to Bose, but Bose is large enough, and expensive enough, and popular enough that it belongs on this list. Paying $300 for a product whose manufacturer has no interest in its longevity is worth knowing going in. Number 2. Raycon. If Beats is engineered obsolescence with good branding, Raycon is engineered obsolescence with a podcast ad and nothing else. Raycon was co-founded by Ray J and built almost entirely on influencer marketing and celebrity endorsement. The product itself, the earbuds, the over-ears, is sourced from Chinese contract manufacturers producing generic audio hardware, rebranded, marked up, and sold to people who heard about it on their favorite true crime podcast. This would be unremarkable if the pricing matched the product. It does not. Raycon charges $60 to $150 for hardware that, stripped of branding, sells under several other names for $15 to $30. Technicians know this because they can read component markings. They have opened Raycons. They know exactly what is inside. The drivers are generic. The Bluetooth chipsets are generic. The housings are plastic with minimal flex tolerance. The warranty support, based on widespread user reporting, ranges from slow to non-existent. And because the internals are generic ODM hardware, there is no real repair ecosystem, just the option to buy again. There is no version of this product worth defending at its retail price. The only reason it exists at that price is the celebrity association. Buy literally anything else in the same range. Number 1. Sennheiser, the consumer line specifically. Before you close the tab, stay with me, because this is the one that matters most, and it is the most nuanced. Sennheiser makes some of the greatest headphones ever built. The HD 800, the HD 600, the HD 580. Decades of professional studio equipment. A repair community so loyal that you can still get original drivers for a pair of HD 580s from 1993, because enthusiasts have been quietly stocking them. Sennheiser's professional and audiophile lines are exactly the opposite of everything on this list. The consumer line is a different company with the same logo. Starting roughly in the mid-2010s, Sennheiser launched a series of consumer-oriented products, the Momentum series, various wireless models, several gaming headsets, built to a completely different standard than the products that made the name. Plastic construction, non-serviceable battery integration, proprietary connections on some models, and crucially, a parts ecosystem that does not connect to the parts ecosystem that supports the legacy gear. The Momentum 3 headband is a famous example. It snaps. Not occasionally, routinely. The failure point is a known design flaw, widely documented in user forums, and Sennheiser's response was a warranty replacement program rather than a redesign. When the warranty expires, the answer is, buy the Momentum 4. The reason this sits at number 1 is not because Sennheiser's consumer line is the worst on this list. It is not. The reason is that it carries a name that technicians trust, and that trust is actively traded on by a product line that does not deserve it. People buy Momentums because they know what an HD600 is. They assume they are getting some version of that DNA. They are not. They are getting a fashion-forward Bluetooth headphone from a company that has learned the consumer market rewards novelty and marketing over durability and repairability. If you want Sennheiser, and you should, buy the HD400S, the HD560S, or go used on the HD598 or HD600. Those are the products where the name means something. The Momentum line is a brand licensing exercise dressed up as a hi-fi product. And the technicians who worship the legacy gear are the first ones to tell you that. All right, that is the list. 5 brands, 5 different ways of getting the build quality, the repairability, or the consumer trust equation. Wrong. Leave a like on your way out, and I will see you in the next one.